saddles. We're gonna sneak in. It's 6 a.m., so we're nice and early. But we'll let y'all know when we get there. We made it to the tree. We're right next to a creek. Aiden's getting up in the tree now. And we're back in here today. Stuck up in this little willow oak here. And basically we're on kind of a flat-ish area. There's a creek bed right here, just behind Tyler. And behind me is kind of just the floodplain. There's a lot of, we got elm, like winged elm, cedar elm, stuff like that back in here. And some of the kind of more like turkey oak type acorns, so there's not a lot of browns. But luckily we have a giant food plot about 80 yards that way. So we're back on here on some trails and everything. So we're hoping to get them as they're passing through in here. And based on what we see today, we're going to kind of combine that with last night's theory and pick. We don't want to hunt a hang on or a platform stand the whole time we're here this weekend. So we're going to be staying nomadic and moving around until we can get onto some deer. So we'll keep you all posted. Good. Alright, so we're in here right now. It's 8:30. It's 8:30. And basically we have kind of this light sustained rain here. And for the first time in my life, I've put the tree umbrella up. And that is solely for the purposes of protecting the camera. I'm a little bit nervous about it. Spooking deer, if we're being honest. I don't think that it will, but it's, you never know. It's one of those things. It's kind of like a...
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Walmart bag with horses. It might just be one of those things, but it's a necessary evil in our case. But basically, behind me to my southwest here, Tyler and I are sitting here looking on the GIS maps, and we've come to the conclusion that there is 40 acres and a little polygon back here behind me that we don't ever hunt. Everything, pretty much most of our stands, are at most about 600 yards off of an established road. And so I'm thinking that we can kind of penetrate into this area, and it is like a sanctuary, if you will, for these deer. So, anyways, we're going to go in there and poke around and be nosy and get a little bit of aggressive. Get aggressive here, but we're hoping to get on some deer here other than a food plot or a feeder. Alrighty, y'all. So, it's about 3 p.m. here, and we just walked for a good long while. But we're in that little polygon land that I'll blow it up so y'all can actually see it. We're in the very southwest corner of it. And basically, we found about 4 or 5 roads in a line going along this little flat here, going this way. So, just hoping to be sat back up in here. See what we see. So, we'll see. Maybe put the umbrella up, but we'll keep you all updated. back in here this morning. I just put dirt in my mouth, dude. Alright, we are back at it this morning. We are hitting it from the other side. We got back in here and bumped a few deer. Not a few, we bumped 2 does in here. And we walked probably another 70 yards past that. 80 yards past that, but we got pretty much level with where we were last night. Just come at it from the east this time. So, we're hopeful this morning. It's still overcast and it's supposed to be sunny. So, see how it is. We got a bunch of hook and sign back in here. Possible that we pick up and move and we end up not liking the spot. See how it goes. Are you getting in? Wide open. So, I know something that I'm real guilty of as a hunter, especially growing up, was something like that would happen where I would bump a buck or I would spook him, or even a doe, and they would blow at me, and I'd be like, man, get real pessimistic, like this hunt's ruined, this area's blown out, nothing's gonna be coming in here. You can see that buck just walked pretty much the same route as the one that blew at us, and he just meandered on through. I mean, heck, that wasn't but 10 minutes ago, so of course it's all situational, every buck's an individual, but 2 young bucks, they don't really care, so it's 10:25 now. We're gonna start getting broken down and creep out of here. I have a camera that hasn't been sending me pictures for a week, so we're gonna mess around with that a little bit, but we're gonna creep back into that spot tonight and hopefully get further on that scrape line and more into that uncharted area. So we'll keep y'all posted, but we'll see y'all soon. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Alright, y'all. So, we're in here tonight, and we are literally halfway between where we were this morning and where we were last night. Not even 30 yards from where we're set up now. There is 3 or 4 scrapes or rubs, I beg your pardon, that I videoed. And the trees are demolished. So we're set up in here. We got our little bit of doe estrus sent out. And we're basically gonna wait here and see what happens. We still got a lot of daylight left, probably close to 2.5, 3 hours. So we might have to grunt. We'll just see what happens. Keep y'all posted. So we're in here now. It's fixing to be dark. We busted dozens of other hunts that you put in that were kind of support, kind of infrastructure for all the knowledge that you had to be able to hopefully successfully harvest an animal. So I'm looking forward to when conditions start to get a little bit better, because I mean I'm still here in just a shirt, so hopefully when it starts to get cold here, the rut really gets on, we can get after it. But we'll keep you posted. We still got one more chance in the morning. Good morning. We're in the stand. We are back in here in the same spot we started in, or sat in last night. Got in here just in time. We've been nice and quiet. There's some fog rolling in. It's like 60 degrees. Just heard something over there in the distance, but I don't know. We'll keep you all posted. It's me and Aidan. Alright, so we wanted to tell you a little bit about the spot that we're in here. Kind of, this is what we've got going on. So, we are probably, give or take, a quarter of a mile off the Simeon River. So this is one of the first areas to flood every year, this whole place. If you look at like a USGS DOQQ or something, or like a topographic map, the elevation like does not change for the whole property. Like we're almost entirely flat. Obviously there's creek beds and stuff, but anyhow, we've got this whole flat here, and it is speckled with, I could argue, old growth white oak. There's a handful of them around here, but I mean, they have freaking huge basal area, like close to 30 something inches. And they've been here for Lord knows how long. This area hasn't been logged, it hasn't ever been cut. It's just river bottom. So, we've got post oak all speckled through here, and then some new regen white oak. But we have a lot of food. And my theory basically is that we have deer that we see that come to our food plots and the cameras that we have on feeders. I think that's one population, and I think, in my personal opinion, there's an entire other demographic that lives and just eats acorns and browses off of stuff like American Beauty Berry, or you name it, Balsamum viburnum, just any of this stuff. I think they're just in here browsing around. I don't think that they are traveling that much outside of where they need to, because they have water, bedding area, and food right here. And I mean, there's all the does that the bucks can chase running around back through here. So we're in here with a little bit of doe estrus, and we might even try a little bit of grunting. But as you can hear, these crickets are still chirping. The songbirds are not out yet, so I think this mist and no wind has everything kind of bedded down. Because really all I'm hearing is crows and some sort of, I think that might be a squirrel over there. So we're gonna sit tight and we'll keep y'all posted. Damn, did you hear my arrow break?
Yeah.
That wasn't nice of him.